Welcome to lesson number 2 today. And this lesson is until you learn this one thing, you will never be able to truly know yourself. Hmm, This one thing. What is this one thing? Self sabotaging habits. How do you become aware of your own self sabotaging habits? I talk about this quite a bit. But the paradigm for today is personal ownership is the true definition of sexy, beauty, and authenticity. Personal ownership. For one, hello, I own this body. I own all this ice cream. I own all this cake and all this fun I've had right here, whatever. I own all of these workouts that I've done. I own this commitment and this consistency that I have been just pursuing. I own it all. I own it all. And when you see someone who you're just like, geez, there is something about her. Why? Why does she just have that essence about her? And maybe in society's mind, they would think, oh my gosh, that girl should feel really shitty about herself because she looks that way. But she's over here owning her sexy, owning all of it. And we're all in this place of how do I get what she has? I want to feel that way about me, how I am now. And that is owning it all. Own it. Where are you at right now? Own it. Own it. Okay. So, when it comes to becoming aware of these self sabotaging habits, who can benefit from awareness? Anyone who is ready to really step into their personal power, when you or when we become aware, we can choose. Where there's awareness, there is choice. That is going to be deeply ingrained in you. And you're just going to start to naturally be like, oh my gosh, look at me. I'm really getting the hang of this awareness thing. Wow, this is fun. I get to choose. What we choose is what we own. Okay. So, what we are choosing is what we get to own. Are we choosing to skip our workouts? Are we choosing to spend stupid, endless time on social media? Or are we choosing to show up no matter what? Or are we choosing to be places in social media that continue to grow us like this community? Okay, so the first step in stepping into your truth, your authenticity, your intuition, and your infinite power starts with awareness of your truth, awareness of your authenticity, awareness of your intuition, and awareness of that infinite power on a cellular level, on an embodied level. If you haven't done a deep dive session with me yet, let's get on that. Let's get that embodied infinite power flowing through your blood and your bones and your DNA. So, what can we do to become aware? Biggest one, exchange judgment for curiosity. Instead of being pissed off at yourself and asking yourself why and what is the matter with me, uh-uh. You start to say, wonder why I would that make that decision. What what prompted me? What was the thought that I was thinking that made me want to make that decision? Hmm, that's curious. I'm curious. Huh, that's interesting. And you don't judge for a second. Okay. Number two, become aware of the foods that are energy giving and energy depleting. Now, when you start to tap into this type of awareness, you can become an intuitive eater. No calories, no old beliefs, no overthinking. And we learn how we do one thing is how we do everything. So, if you become, when you become aware of the foods that give you energy and the foods that deplete your energy, you can therefore then choose to eat the food that gives you energy or choose the food that depletes your energy, knowing that it's your choice. You are choosing to deplete your energy at this point. And if you're curious and not judgmental about it, maybe there is a deep reason why you are taking that or choosing the depleting energy food. So sometimes people will just eat what they are told is healthy, and what is healthy for one person may not be healthy for the next person. Even even fruits and vegetables, even things like nightshades, things like kale. Some of that stuff is actually energy depleting as your chemistry, your environment, your gut flora, things like that, what you got going on. You got to start to become aware of what foods are energy giving and what foods are energy depleting. I'll just give you a little quick story. When I outsourced, when I listened to everyone out there that told me, eat high protein, eat tons and tons of protein, eat 0.08 to 1 gram of protein per body weight. Okay, I did that. Eat very little fat. Fat makes you fat. Okay, fat has calories per gram, where protein has 4 calories per gram. So if you're eating more protein, you're also eating less calories. So ditch the fat, keep your fat super duper low. And again, keep your carbohydrates low. Well, when I started to eat intuitively and the way I started to recognize which foods give me energy, which foods deplete me of energy. Well, it turns out at this time in my life, which may shift and change in a second, but because I know how to practice this or utilize this tool, I will know as I am continually being aware of these things that, oh, hey, this isn't working anymore. This is actually starting to deplete me of energy. So, shifting to me now in sourcing, I eat the highest amount of fat. I eat high levels of fat, good, healthy fat, nuts, oils, coconut oil. I eat a lot of fat. It is satiating to me. If I'm eating enough fat, I don't need as much carbohydrates. I don't need tons of protein. So start becoming aware of which foods give you energy and which foods take away your energy. Okay. And again, like I mentioned, learn from here and learn from the workouts. How we do one thing is how we do everything. If we're bringing awareness to one thing, we'll learn how to bring awareness to everything. Okay? So, why do you want to become aware of these self sabotaging habits? Because once you do, it allows you to step into your power. You become a high vibe magnet. You ditch the victim mentality. You stop stopping and you get to know yourself in ways that you could have never done unless you were actually aware of why you think the way you think, how you think the way you think, and how to shift the way you think so you can get a different result. So, what now? Let me know which energies give you food, which energies deplete your food. Write this down, type this, share this in the community. That's why we have a community. Okay. Which foods give you energy? Which foods deplete your energy? And number three, where are you behaving as a victim? And be honest. Where are you behaving as a victim? I'm too busy to eat good food. I'm like, if my family would eat better, then I could eat better. Okay, where are you playing the victim? And just be honest. And, I mean, honesty and this type of vulnerability only strengthens the community. So I do highly recommend you sharing it with the rest because it starts to allow others, it inspires others to own their own stuff as well. And when we own it, we can choose. And then when it's out there with support, with the community, we are going to actually step into our power and shift and change that. So that is all for lesson 2. I hope you have a great day and you found some value and you are enjoying this process. Bye.